Well, hello and welcome to this new series of a realistic non-roleplay with me, Mr. Dex. We are here on the Old Stream Farm. The reason being, it is the oldest map available on ModHub, so I thought this was a good map to try and base this series around. The idea is that we will not be owning any farm equipment, we will be leasing it all. I have made one exception. I have a singular tractor which this is owned, but everything else will be leased. Now, farmland I have purchased. That will not be leased. There is the field leasing mod, so we could do that later down the road, but currently we have got a healthy amount of land owned, and that is to give us plenty of work to do during the series. That is my theory and plan. The aim is to get 1.5 million in the bank by the end of the series. There is no set duration as to how long we will be playing the series for yet. That is, again, I think the goal is going to be the 1.5 million, and that's where in theory we end. But I don't know how long that's going to take either. I have got quite a few realistic mods turned on, which is good for yourselves watching, I believe. Maybe not quite so good for me because some of them are very, very new to me, so I will not be as familiar with them. But I hope that that does make things a bit more interesting. I'm going to start on one of the menu screens so we can have a look. So I have got the enhanced loan system. We currently have a £25,000 loan. It's been taken over a 40-year period, which is quite high, but it lowers the interest rate slightly. And we can obviously pay that off sooner if we need to. In terms of land, we own all of that. So like I said, it is quite a hefty amount of land that we own, but the reason being it gives us plenty of options of doing work during the series. Naturally, auto drivers on, course players on. Those are things that I might be utilising quite often. There are some benefits to that from a recording point of view, as well as just a general gameplay point of view. And for me, I still think they're relatively realistic. I know some people don't feel like that is the case, but I do, and that's my view at least. There are a few fields ready to go this month, which is fantastic, so we will have ample stuff to get going with straight away. I have got seasons turned on, so we will have to be conscious of that for the crops that will wither. It also means that when we're planting stuff, again, we're limited as to what we can plant when we can plant it. So again, I'd like to think quite realistic. So yeah, that's where we start. I plan to play the map on 3x speed, so that should give us a bit of a challenge on the periods when we have a lot of work to do compared to when we don't. It might be that several episodes are done over one game day, or it could be that we do what we do today and then the next episode is another game day. Again, we will see what the workload is like for those kind of challenges and tasks. So, with the HUD back on, we will make a start. I don't currently have anything leased yet. We will need something to get going with the harvest because that is what is important. This is the last month for the 2 canola fields that we have, so I do need to get them turned around quite quickly. I'm hoping the £25,000 will help with the leasing costs initially. We'll leave that there for now. I have got store deliveries turned on. I can't remember if I've got that set or not, so we'll see where things appear when it comes to it. But for now, I think we're going to have to get a combine. So let me sort that out, and at some point you will see a combine in front of us. Right, so I have not set the store location to down here, which is good, which means we need to travel up to the store to get the combine. Now I got the combine and the header. I didn't get a header trailer on the principle that we were going to get the harvester spawning down here, so I might have to get that too. I have got the TARDIS pack installed because I've got that modded with my logos. I am using the more realistic version of this pack. I will not be using the unrealistic versions. Right, let me get the header trailer because we will need that. Now what I haven't decided yet is whether I lease items and release the lease at the end of the day or after the end of the task, or whether I keep them more long term. Again, I'm going to play that by ear based on the costs. Have I not lined that up correctly? Oh, there's my first furl. I don't think this... Oh, I know why. I've put manual attach on. I'm not used to that mod. Which begs the question, how do I get the header turn enabled? I don't know. Okay. Right. I have got the follow me mod on as well. So I think if I put the harvester in front, I can then set that. I want to use the cab view as much as possible. I am not going to hold myself to being on that religiously. It will certainly be quality of life over anything else. There we go. Okay. Right, I'll see you back at the farm. Right, let's try and get this attached. So that and that. Okay, so that's that field done already, which is good. I think I'll park this here and bring the trailer to it. Okay, so that is the fields both harvested. The grain has been put into the bin and we have a healthy bit of money in there if we were to sell it. So currently we could get 25,829. If we wait till December we can get 34,266, which is fantastic. Now, based on my recording length and a couple of time lapses, I think we're at the end of today's episode. So we haven't done a huge amount, but hopefully it's been watchable, enjoyable. Any feedback, any tips, any suggestions you've got for me, please feel free to put them in the comments. So for now, I will leave things here and see you next time, which will be back in August for the continuation of the fieldwork. Bye for now.